Hello, Can family. How's it going? We are back with another weekly analysis for you. Everything in this video is based on what you asked from us on our Telegram channel through private messages and requesting different coins in the market. As usual, we have around 10 coins analyzed for you based on different requests that you made today. So let's get into the charts and talk about different scenarios that may come soon in the market. Okay, so the first coin that we analyzed for you is on lower time frames and it's on EDU, EDU USDT. Well, as you can see, recently market was very bearish and price went down inside this pattern. And if you want to go into details, it could be a triangle pattern or some other classical pattern, but we don't want to get too much into the naming right now. What matters for us is that at this point, we have a breakout out of this channel. Now, you can see that price is still strong on lower time frames and it hasn't shown much of correction since market found its recovery move. Now, if we can actually get a pullback, this coin could give us a nice setup to ride it to higher target levels. So pay close attention to 1362, and the area around this is the nice pullback area to buy and ride it to higher levels. Of course, if you want to have a very safe stop loss, it should be below the low here, okay? But if you want to some risky stop loss, then these candles could be where the liquidity will be grabbed. So below this could be a nice stop loss as well. It depends on your risk appetite and how you want to actually handle it. But our focus will be a pullback around here. Moving on to the next coin, we got Solana. It's a very famous coin because of the infrastructure it has provided for meme coins. And still, we're talking about lower time frames. And right now, with price being suppressed below this descending trend line, we can say that as long as we haven't broken above this, then a breakout has not formed yet. Now, the possibility is for price to break above this trend line once and then pull back to lower support levels and then start to climb to higher target levels. Now, with two scenarios in mind, one which is a breakout right from here and then a pull back to lower support level, we can see the black scenario delivering three targets. And a more pessimistic scenario is for the price to get rejected right from here and come all the way down to around $112 to grab some liquidity at these levels and then try to go higher. But our main idea is for Solana to start a recovery move soon. So if you want to buy it, make sure that you have plans for both support levels and a proper stop loss below these levels in order to cut your loss. Moving on to the next coin, we got Polkadot or DOT in simple form. And if we want to take a look at the weekly time frame, we can see a very complex pattern forming here. Now, Polkadot is one of the oldest coins in the market, and it went up all the way to $50 in the first bull run. Now, with price losing its value ever since, you can see that this coin has not seen many bullish days since losing its momentum in 2021 bull run. Now, if we zoom in, we can understand that all the games that market makers played for 2 years were just somehow fulfilling a redistribution phase. And with all these patterns forming up, price has finally started its final bearish movement. And with the given circumstances for this coin, we can say that it is not very interesting for buying for long term unless price comes and visits lower support levels, which means that at around 1.41, this zone could be actually a nice area for the recovery to happen. And if things do not go well, price will come all the way down to 64 cents. Now, generally speaking, as long as Polkadot has not reached lower support levels, we are not interested in buying it. All right, moving on to the next coin, we got ENA. And right now, if we zoom in a little bit, you can see the price is playing inside this wedge. It could be a triangle pattern A, B, C, D, E. And right now we are waiting for a confirmed breakout. We need a little bit more strength for the price to come to higher levels. And if things go well and price shows strong momentum to break above this resistance zone, then at pullback we will use this resistance zone as our support, buy it for higher targets. One at this level, second here, and the third one here. Of course, our stop loss would be around here below the previous low. And I think personally, this is a nice buying opportunity if things go well, but you have to wait for confirmation. Moving on to Horizon, let's see what we got here. Again, we have to go to higher time frames, and you can see that Horizon has lost a lot of its momentum since the golden days, okay? And right now, with a three drive pattern formed here, still prices on a bearish lookout. Now, the main idea here is to sell this coin to lower target levels to finish wave C. Now, of course, price could deliver some retracement to our selling zone for about 50%. So if you want to buy it with a trading perspective, not investment, because the main idea is to sell at the higher resistance zone. Once price is at lower support lines, we can think about buying this coin again, but not at this point. Moving forward to our next coin, we got Bitcoin Cash. Now, Bitcoin Cash has shown a lot of momentum since Bitcoin found its support and has been following Bitcoin itself for more recovery ever since it lost its value in 2021 bull run. However, you have to take notice of how things look on higher resistance line. You can see that we got some highs around here and price has tried to clear them out, and we believe this time price will actually clear out these highs. And once price reaches these levels, that's where we will be thinking about shorting this coin and selling it. One at around this high, and second at around previous resistance zones. Okay, and if we get a rejection, we can book profit at three target levels. And if price goes all the way up, then we can say that okay, Bitcoin Cash has gone completely parabolic. But at this point, our focus is just selling this coin at these levels. Now moving on to Say, again on weekly time frame, you can see that it's one of the few coins that actually has reached a nice support area. Now there is a chance for recovery to form right from here, and there's also a chance that price comes and visits lower support levels. For this reason, if you want to buy Say, it's better to like put $50 here and another $50 along the way at lower support levels in order to ride it to higher target levels. Because even from this support, we can expect a 50%, 180%, and up to almost 500% recovery from these zones. Okay, so if you are interested in buying, this is one of the coins that you should not overlook. Moving forward to Ethereum Classic. Let's see. Okay, this is another dinosaur, and you can see on monthly time frame that things don't look good for this coin. We got actually a big trend line suppressing price, and on monthly time frame you can see that we got an ABC pattern formed, and even on the weekly time frame you can see that every time price reached this zone it got rejected. And right now, with the momentum of the rejection we can see on the weekly time frame, we can say that this coin is not feasible for buying. We might see some recovery all the way up to $15 level, but it's not something that would interest us for buying for long term. Now, if the rejection happens, we will actually be waiting for Ethereum Classic to gather the liquidity below this wick that happened in October, and only then, at around 7.5 to 4.4, is where Ethereum Classic looks viable for a buy. Until then, focus on selling over buying. Now, moving on to ICNT, it's one of the coins that has been recently introduced in the market. We have to go to lower time frames in order to understand what's going on here. Now, we got the classic diametric pattern forming here, and with how things look, I think price has to come down to lower levels, and wave F is where we will personally risk to buy this coin. Now there are two possibilities for this coin to come down. One is to follow this black path and keep going down to reach this level, or price might actually give us some recovery and play with the red pattern and then go down. Either way, I think this coin is not worth buying at this point, and we have to wait for a pullback to finish wave F and then buy it to ride it on wave G. Now, if you want to sell it, you have to go to lower time frames. The easy way to go is to just wait for the price to come down. And last but not least is our spot signal on AVAX. As usual, we publish the spot signal on some coins at the end of our weekly analysis, and you can see that AVAX is one of the coins that actually has been around for quite a long time, and it had a very nice growth in alt season, and you can see that it delivered up to 5,000% from around $2 all the way to $140. But it has lost its value ever since, and in lower time frames we can analyze and find different patterns that cause this correction. But long story short, you can see that right now wave A, if you consider bigger patterns, wave A was finished and price is playing inside wave B. So right now, with this diametric pattern forming, with these complex movements, you can see that everything is ready for this diametric pattern to finish, and once wave G is over, we will see a new pattern forming up to push price all the way up. Now, our goal is to ride the upcoming bullish wave. With one entry already in, now we can say that the support at 11.94 is a good buy area. And at lower support levels, 7.53, we can put our second buy order, and with $100 invested into this coin and a 50% loss, We are going to write it for around $19, $33, and $88 prices. Now, pay attention that these spot buy signals are the most reliable signals we can provide for you. So, if you are not sure what coin to actually pick, just stick to these spot VIP signals that can deliver nice and safe profit for you. And that's all we have for today. And I hope you enjoyed this analysis and you found different coins that we publish based on your requests useful. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our page and share this analysis with your friends. Until next video, stay safe and have fun.